Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to kick off.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. That's no way to treat your reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready. Block 40.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
On the double.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Full pink. Yellow, 22, red, cycle. Full green. Ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Downfield, he's got McMillan. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking slant route, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
'49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Running for it here with Hubbard. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. And goes to the hurry up here. And center receiver left.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
Yeah, really with you. I should probably stop it here, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. His first throw is an interception. Breaks the tackle. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Flushed out of the pocket. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Running in the red zone. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious gaps. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal.
Ready.
Young's going to sneak it. He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
Ooh-wee, Kate. No secrets there, no subterfuge. They lined up like it was a sneak, drove it forward, and absolutely outmanned and outgunned at the point of attack.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
He finds him right side. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 13-0 lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Isaac Gorindo to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Looking to his fullback now. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Give him 25 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the gun is Purdy. Has it down close. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped the right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Purdy on 3rd and 1. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. George Kittle, the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49ers 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
Got it.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set, punt. Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd down, looking for options. Short pass brought in. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Ready.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Here's set.
Up the middle, Hubbard. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
40. Ready.
From the pistol, it's Young. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Bails out of the pocket quick. Making the call himself. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going for it. Young. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Ready. Hut.
They run again with Hubbard. Well, they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Small gain down to the 23. One stopped by Upton Stout.
Positive that effort. You didn't go backwards. You didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hut.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
We put a receiver in motion left.
Black 40.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
ETN is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Gorindo to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That stop made by Derek Brown.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles and chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
To the left side, Sanders has it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow that it puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
38, 45, wide. Green back. Ready.
Young working from the gun. Going deep here for the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Ready, 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 ready.
Ooh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21.
49ers 7. To kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Down the sideline past the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first. We've set it downs from 37. From the gun, a give to Miller. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Space on the right. He's got room. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead.
49ers 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Miller on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Massive hits, the ball's out. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a second one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Yellow. Yellow.
After the pick, Purdy back to the air. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Outside.
Another pistol, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Up.
Purdy to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. It's caught. Pearsall Haskins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Looking out of the gun, it's Purdy. Gobbled up on the right side, that's Ayuk. And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Box.
Wait, what's this? They fake the spike. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play call, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Get set.
To the air again. Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route at the target.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Get set. 18. What's up?
To throw again, it's Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
49ers 23. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard again. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Set, hut. 10 flat. Hut.
Willing to throw here on 3rd. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's good for our Panthers. First down.
Let's go now.
A gain of 26 yards.
Counter play, Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Back 52 blaster. Black 40. Striker 3-3. Ready?
Out of the gun, Young. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
3 on 3. Come on, set. Black 95. Hut.
3rd and long for him here. Buying some time right. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's tackled for a short gain. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Outside. 18.
From the gun is Purdy. Making it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set. On your team. Yellow.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trail by 15. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Outside. On your team. Yellow. Stop.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Watkins that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Kittle makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Forced out to his right. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. That's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. Nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down. That play, that check down, taking some big yards.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
43.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
you